Top 10 things never to say to a unicycle rider. Let's go!
Top 10 things never to say to an electric unicycle rider. Number 1, so you just trust one wheel with your life? No, absolutely not. Electric unicycle riders do not trust the wheel, we respect the wheel. That is a completely different relationship. Trust is what you have with your grandma. Respect is what you have with something that can throw you into a mailbox at 40 miles an hour if you get too confident. Every rider knows that feeling too. You start the ride calm, music playing, weather beautiful, feeling smooth. Then the wheel beeps one time. Now suddenly you are standing straighter than a soldier at inspection because every rider knows the wheel has moods. Sometimes the wheel loves you and sometimes it feels like the wheel wakes up angry. This is especially true after firmware updates. Nothing scares riders more than hearing somebody say, yeah, after the update, my wheel feels different. Different how? That word alone causes deep stress in this community. If you ever see riders discussing firmware online, it sounds like conspiracy theories. Do not update yet. My torque feels weaker. My battery drains faster. My pedals feel haunted. Bro, what are we talking about right now? And the crazy part is riders still keep pushing limits. You would think after one speed wobble, people would relax. Nope. Electric unicycle riders experience a terrifying wobble at 35 miles an hour and immediately convince themselves they just need more practice. That is insane behavior. A normal person would retire, an electric unicycle rider just buys a better tire. Number 2, you could not pay me to ride that thing. That is fair? Most people see an electric unicycle for the first time and react like somebody arrived from the future unemployed. People stare hard too. You cannot casually ride these things, everybody notices. Kids point at you, dogs get confused, and old people look offended. One time a rider passed a construction worker and the man stopped operating heavy machinery just to watch. That is how strange these things look in public. Riders pretend they are used to it, but they are not. Every rider secretly enjoys the attention a little bit. Do not let them lie to you. Nobody spends $5,000 on a glowing one-wheel spaceship just to be invisible. But once people start asking questions, it never ends. How fast does it go? How far does it go? How much does it cost? Can it go in the rain? Can I try it? No. The answer to that last question is always no, because new riders do not understand how hard electric unicycles really are. People think it works like magic, then they step on it and immediately discover gravity personally. I watched a grown man try one for the first time, and his body moved in directions I did not think human joints allowed. His arms started windmilling, his legs panicked, and he looked like an inflatable tube man outside a car dealership. Somehow, beginners always think speed will help. It does not. Now you are just unstable faster. Number 3, why are you dressed like a Power Ranger? Because pavement is undefeated and electric unicycle riders learn this lesson quickly. The first time your knee touches asphalt at speed, you start shopping for gear like your life depends on it, because it does. New riders always start overconfident too. They buy the wheel first with no gear, just vibes, talking about, I will be careful. No, you will not. Nobody is careful once confidence shows up. That first week is incredibly humbling though. You are wobbling around parking lots, sweating through your shirt, while 12-year-olds master the wheel in 6 minutes. Children learn electric unicycles disturbingly fast. A grown man can practice for 3 days straight, but a child named Aiden hops on after soccer practice and starts carving immediately. That completely destroys your confidence. And once riders finally learn, they become unbearable. Now every flat sidewalk becomes a runway and every empty parking garage becomes a training montage. Riders start carving for absolutely no reason too. Nobody just rides straight anymore. They are weaving left and right, feeling cinematic with music in the helmet and night lights glowing. Meanwhile, pedestrians are watching like, why is this man dancing with traffic? Number 4, those little tires cannot handle potholes. Listen carefully, potholes are the natural predator of electric unicycle riders. Every rider develops road anxiety eventually. You stop seeing streets normally. Regular people see roads. Electric unicycle riders see danger maps. A tiny crack, danger. Loose gravel, danger. Wet paint, a possible funeral. You ever hit unexpected gravel on an electric unicycle? That moment changes your personality. The wheel suddenly starts sliding and your body immediately starts bargaining with reality. And rain? Riders become professional meteorologists when rain appears. People with electric unicycles check weather apps more than actual farmers. A single rain cloud 30 miles away ruins the whole day because riders know water and electronics have a highly toxic relationship, especially expensive electronics. And do not let somebody say water resistant either. That phrase starts absolute fights online. One rider says they rode through storms for years with no problems, while another rider says one puddle destroyed their motherboard instantly. Now everybody is just confused and scared. Number 5, you look lazy. Why not just walk? Lazy, brog, electric unicycle riders are secretly exhausted all the time, especially riders with heavy wheels. Some of these machines weigh more than children. You ever try lifting a high-performance electric unicycle into a car trunk? That is a full-body workout. Now imagine carrying it upstairs because the elevator is broken. Nothing humbles a rider faster. Now they are halfway up the stairs, breathing like they just escaped prison, and people never understand how physically demanding riding actually is. Your feet hurt, your calves burn, and your ankles are working overtime. This is especially true on long rides. After enough miles, riders start walking funny. And then comes the pedal pain. Nobody warns beginners about pedal pain. After 30 minutes, your feet start sending formal complaint letters to your brain. Now, riders are constantly shifting their weight just trying to survive, looking incredibly uncomfortable at every traffic light. Number 6, that thing probably dies fast. Range conversations in the electric unicycle community are ridiculous because every rider is obsessed with battery percentage. You will see a rider with 60% battery acting nervous for no reason, talking about, I should probably head back. Head back where? You only rode 6 miles. Riders always exaggerate range online too. Everybody becomes an optimist suddenly. Yeah, I got 100 miles easy. No, you did not. You rode downhill with a tailwind while weighing the same as a backpack. Real world range humbles everybody, especially cold weather. Cold weather attacks batteries like it has personal issues. Riders start rides confident, then watch percentages disappear like money during tax season. Charger anxiety is real too. Every rider has forgotten their charger at least once and spent the entire day stressed, calculating battery percentages harder than corporate accountants. Number 7, you are too old to be doing this. This community actually has people from every single age group, teenagers, parents, grandparents, everybody. And older riders are hilarious because they approach the hobby completely differently. Young riders want raw speed, older riders want pure comfort. A 20-year-old rider says this wheel hits 50, while a 45-year-old rider says the suspension absorbs road imperfections beautifully. Different priorities. Older riders also absolutely love accessories. Phone mounts, seats, Bluetooth speakers, mirrors, storage bags. Some of these wheels have more attachments than specialized camping equipment. At some point, it stops looking futuristic and starts looking highly tactical. Number 8, can you do tricks on it? Most riders barely trust themselves already. People think every rider out here is jumping stair sets, but no, a lot of riders are just trying not to embarrass themselves while mounting in public. And mounting pressure is so real. You can practice alone perfectly for hours, but the second somebody watches you, your legs completely forget mathematics. Now you are hopping around looking cursed. Pedestrians never help either. They stare too hard, especially when riders fall. Nobody rushes to help. People just freeze and observe like wildlife photographers witnessing rare animal behavior. And the worst crashes always happen at low speed. High-speed crashes feel dramatic, but low-speed crashes feel purely humiliating. You ever slowly fall over in front of stopped traffic? That pain hits emotionally. Number 9, why is it making that noise? Electric unicycle riders become paranoid mechanics eventually. Every single sound means something: clicking, grinding, buzzing, rattling. Nothing good ever follows mysterious sounds. Riders immediately search the forums, and forums are terrifying places. Every single answer sounds catastrophic. You ask about a tiny sound and somebody replies, yeah, my wheel made that exact noise right before complete motor failure. Now you cannot sleep. Electric unicycle maintenance is incredibly stressful because everything costs money. Tires are expensive, pads are expensive, and suspension service is expensive. One crash can financially disrespect you, especially when it comes to cosmetic damage. Electric unicycle riders hate scratches with a passion. Some people will crash and check the wheel before checking their own pulse. That is how attached riders get. Number 10, you are going to crash eventually. Every rider already knows this. Crashing is basically part of graduation, and every rider remembers their first real crash forever. The details become highly cinematic too. The sun was setting, there was loose gravel, my tire pressure felt weird. Electric unicycle riders tell crash stories like old fishermen telling storm tales, and somehow crashes never stop the addiction. That is the wild part. Riders heal up and come back stronger but emotionally unstable. A rider can scrape half their body on the pavement and then immediately start researching a faster wheel during recovery. That makes absolutely no sense. But electric unicycles create a weird feeling people cannot fully explain. Freedom, flow, adrenaline, silence. It feels futuristic and stupid at the exact same time. And honestly, that is why people love it so much. Deep down, every rider knows this hobby is ridiculous. But once you experience carving through empty streets at night, feeling like you are floating above the pavement, your brain never fully lets it go. Thanks for watching.